What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mark Roden, and today we recently did this little thing where I gave you my favorite JDM cars from every major JDM brand, and today we're going to do that but with German cars, strictly German cars. These are not just European cars, so if you're like, oh well, where's, you know, McLaren, that's British, so it's not German, not the same thing. These are strictly German cars, and there's not a lot of big German brands out there. As a matter of fact, there's only 5 that I can think of. So we're only going to be doing those 5. Those 5 are obviously Volkswagen, Audi, Mercedes, BMW, and Porsche, or Porsche, whatever you want to call it. Going to be doing those 5 only because all the other ones are really small, but it's very hard for me to choose just one car that I like the best from all those brands, especially BMW. Like, BMW has like 10 cars that I absolutely just love with all my heart, so that was hard to choose. So what I did was I actually just took my favorite 3, and I'll let you know how I'm feeling about them today, and where I think they belong today. But before we get into this video, guys, if you guys want to support the channel any more than you already are, head on over to www.smoothstance.com/shop to pick yourself up a hat, shirt, or shorts. It's my merchandise website. If you guys want to buy some merch, you know, go on over there, pick yourself up something. But without further ado, let's get right to the video. First off, we're going to be talking about Volkswagen and my 3 favorite Volkswagens ever built. I would probably say my 3rd favorite is the Corrado VR6. I just think this thing is wacky and cool, and I don't think Volkswagen does that enough. They kind of like, Volkswagen sticks with their Jetta and GTI line, and they never try anything new. Well, the Corrado was something new. It was this weird looking little egg thing that nobody really wanted, but everybody was happy we got, and I still to this day love it. And the fact that it has a VR6, count me in, dude. The VR6 is an incredible motor, and it was put into this little thing. I also think it looks really cool. A lot of other people might think it doesn't look that good. I think it looks great. It also takes me back to Forza Horizon 3. I used to drive it all the time in Forza Horizon 3. That was a great game. It's just everything about the Corrado VR6 makes me happy. The engine, the looks, the wacky nature of it when it comes to Volkswagen's design. I love it. I love it a lot. Coming in at 2nd place, at least for today, like I said, this literally will probably like change every day. But coming in at 2nd place is going to the Mark III Volkswagen GTI. I love the Mark III. I think it's my 2nd favorite, obviously, because my 1st favorite is going to be next. But I think it's definitely my 2nd favorite of the GTI family. This one also came with a VR6. It was offered with that, which is really cool. They look incredible. They have a perfect mixture of retro yet like classy styling to them. So I love that. I love that about it. And my friend just drove by us while I waved there. But yeah, I think it's a really, really nice looking little car. I would love to own one day. I like older cars, obviously, so that makes me happy. But speaking of contradicting myself there, because my favorite Volkswagen is not an old car at all. It's actually a really new one. It's the Mark 7 Golf R. Dude, this thing is sick. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you like GTIs. I don't care if you don't like GTIs. The Mark 7 Golf R is an awesome car. It's all-wheel drive instead of front-wheel drive, which is really, really cool, first of all. Second, it looks so aggressive for a hatchback. Most hatchbacks do not look aggressive at all. This one does, and it looks sick, dude. I love the Mark 7 Golf R. On top of that, it's obviously incredibly fast, handles very well, it's reliable, it's a hatchback, so you got all the space you could want. I like it. I like it a lot, and I really think that they perfected it. I think the Mark 8 came out, and I do like the Mark 8, but it's not as good looking, not as cool as the Mark 7 is, in my opinion. So I'm putting the Mark 7 here. I think the Mark 7 Golf R is absolutely, right now, my favorite Volkswagen ever built. I think it just, I like it. I like it a lot. But moving on, oh, look at that nice little Subaru. But anyway, next up is Mercedes. And Mercedes, I've never been a big fan of, to be honest. I don't really care too much about luxury cars. I think they're kind of mid, to be honest. And Mercedes' main thing is luxury. They don't even offer a manual transmission in most of their cars, which makes me just like why would I buy a car without a manual transmission? I'm a car guy. I like the manuals, man. They make me happy. But either way, they still have made some very cool cars. Coming in at 3rd place is going to the C63 AMG Black Series. I don't know what the chassis code is. I know they start with a W. It's like W204, W217A153276. They do all these weird numbers. I don't know what that is though. This guy's right on my anus. He's got a Volkswagen Passat. Get off my anus, Passat boy. But yeah, it's a really, in my opinion, it sounds incredible. It comes with a V8. It looks incredible. It has like a really wide body kit on it. It has a nice little wing. It's like a track wing though, not like a massive stupid wing. It's a nice little track wing, which makes me happy. It obviously is really fast. It's very quick around a track. I don't know if it was offered with a manual. I don't really care too much. If I were to buy one and it was only offered with an automatic, that's fine, I guess. I mean, I like manuals, but whatever. What are you going to do about it, you know? It's just a cool Mercedes. And Mercedes, in my opinion, they don't make a lot of good-looking sedans. I think most of their, you know, normal commuter cars are very average, boring little cars. And so when they do make one that looks really nice and really aggressive like this one, it sticks out, and I like it a lot for that. Coming in at second place, at least today for Mercedes, is going to the SL65 AMG Black Series. Talk about an underrated car. I feel like this is like a actual supercar. It makes like 600 or 500, one of those numbers, horsepower. Comes with a V10. It's beautiful looking. It has an incredible wide body kit on it. It handles like a god. I'm pretty sure it was offered with a manual, which once again is not usually a thing for Mercedes. I love it. I love the SL65 AMG Black Series. No one talks about it, and I think it deserves 10 times the amount of love that it gets because it is so cool, dude. It is, oh my god. If you don't like the SL65 AMG, we can't be friends. That's just, we can't, because you're not a normal human being. But if you don't like the car that's in first place even more, then you're even more of a psychopath, and we can't be even more of friends because it's a CLK GTR. The CLK GTR, oh my goodness gracious. Oh my god. If you like the Maserati MC12, the 911 GT1 Strussen version, or any of those 787B Minolta Toyotas, R92 CR Nissan, if you like any sort of LMP1 Le Mans style cars, and you don't like the CLK GTR, I hate you. I hate you. This car, I like the CLK GTR better than I like the McLaren F1. And that's saying a lot because I love the McLaren F1. The CLK GTR, even though I'm not a big Mercedes fan, I am a massive CLK GTR fan. If I ever see one in real life, I'll probably poop in my pants. There will be like actual anal like liquids coming out. It'll be a whole bad scene. Nobody would want to be there, but it's gonna happen if I see a freaking CLK GTR because it's just that cool. They're just that cool. It's literally a road legal Le Mans car. What is there not to like about it? It is the coolest thing ever. I love it so much. God bless the CLK GTR. But moving on, we're going to be talking about Audi next. Audi has a couple of very basic ones, to be honest. I'm not a big Audi head. I don't really, I do like a lot of Audis, but I'm definitely more of a BMW guy for sure. And so my taste with Audi is quite basic. My third favorite Audi is going to the S4 B5. I need some water, hold on. Anyway, yeah, my bad, I needed to get some water. My third favorite Audi is the S4 B5. I like the S4 line. I think it's a very practical, good choice for people that want to have a fun yet cool and practical daily driver. But I've never been a big fan of them, like past the B7, the B8 and the B9, I don't really care for too much. And the B5 is just perfect. It's got that like weird style. It's like I like cars, like I said, I already like cars that are old, but I like cars that are like kind of like sleepers, and that's kind of what the S4 B5 is. Like, you're not going to really expect it to be that fast, but it is, and I like that a lot about it. The next favorite Audi is going to the RS6 Avant. Every TikTok boy's favorite car in the world right now is the RS6 Avant, and for good reason. It's a really, really cool wagon. I don't think there's many wagons out there that are as cool as the RS6 Avant. They just get better and better every year. Every year that they make one, it's just a cooler and cooler car, so that's great. And if I were to buy like a wagon and I had the money to afford an RS6 Avant, I'd buy one. I like the Avant style of the Audis anyway. I think they're really cool, so yeah, I like it a lot. It's a really aggressive wagon that makes like 600 horsepower. How could you not like that? And my favorite Audi, like this is why I said I'm kind of basic here. It's the R8. The R8 second generation, the facelift or whatever you want to call it, that is such a cool car. There are so many stories. I've obviously never owned one myself, but there are so many stories of people saying that they are like a perfect first supercar. They can you can daily drive this supercar, and I think that's awesome. Like having a car that you can not only is really fast at the track, but can get the job done around town too is really cool. It's obviously an Audi that makes a ridiculous amount of horsepower, comes with a V10, looks incredible, is actually relatively cheap for a supercar too. Yeah, I love the R8. How could you not love the R8? But moving on from Audi, we're going to talk about Porsche next, because we're going to save BMW for last since it's my favorite car brand in the world. And with Porsche, coming in at dead last is going to go to the wonderful Porsche Carrera GT. The car that everybody says makes the best sound in the world. I think that's the Lexus LFA personally, but everybody says it's the Carrera GT, and I'm not going to argue that. It is a great car. Obviously really fast. Sadly, it is the car that Paul Walker died in, which makes me a little upset for sure. I don't like that part. It is a very hard car to control, so that's part of the reason why Paul Walker died in it. But I feel like that's even cool. Like kind of like how the Dodge Viper, like it's not a car that everybody can drive, and that makes me feel like it's even cooler. The Carrera GT is obviously ridiculously expensive. I'll most likely never own one, let alone I might not even see one in my lifetime, but I still love it. I love it with all my heart. I think it's really cool. I like them in red though, by the way. Everybody always brings up the Carrera GT in silver. It is cool in silver. Put it in red. That's a cool car. You put it in red. But anyway, next up, second place, my second favorite Porsche ever built, is actually, I feel like a little bit of a weird one. Now, not a lot of people are going to see coming. It's the Porsche 911 GT3 997. I had to look at the little chassis code because all the Porsche guys know all the chassis codes by heart, and I don't, so I have to look at it to make sure I'm not making a mistake. But yeah, the 997, dude, I think it's so underrated. And yes, I like the GT3 better than I like the GT3 RS. I don't know why. It's a perfect mixture of like the simplicity of the Carrera and the insanity of the GT3 RS. It's not too much on the insanity side, but it's not too much on the luxury comfort side. It's got that perfect mixture, and it just makes for a beautiful car. Every time it's in a video game, it makes me happy. I like the 911 GT3 a lot, and the 997 too, by the way, for everybody that's probably going to be like, well, why doesn't he like the 992 or the 991.2 or whatever they calling it nowadays, the new ones? Why doesn't he like the new ones better? I don't know. I don't know. I like the old one, the 997 better. I think it just looks a whole lot cooler. It looks more like raw, and I like that. And so yeah, I like it a little bit better than I like the new ones. I don't know why. But my favorite Porsche is gonna probably come as a surprise to absolutely nobody, because I feel like it's everybody's favorite Porsche. It's the 918 Spider. The 918 Spider, dude, the fastest accelerating car in the world besides like the freaking Tesla Model S Plaid, but that's not a car, it's a computer. The fastest accelerating automobile in the world. It is my favorite, absolutely, without a doubt, my favorite Porsche. It is not only sexy, not only incredibly fast, sounds incredible. It's a hybrid, which I hate hybrids. Obviously, I'm a car guy, I don't like hybrids, but for some reason, that makes me happy. I don't know why. It gets my funny parts going. I don't get it. Makes no sense. It's just a freaking wonderful little, not even little. Is that? That's not Jake. Was it Jake? It might have been Jake. That might have been my friend Jacob. If it was my friend Jacob, hi Jacob. But I love the 918 Spider, dude. It used to be like my dream car until the McLaren P1 came out, and now I love that thing more than anything in the world, because the McLaren P1, I mean, how could you not like that? But yeah, I love it. 918 Spider. God bless him. God bless Porsche in general. Porsche is such a cool car brand. But my favorite car brand of all time, period, very closely tied with Nissan though, is BMW. So let's go over my 3 favorite BMWs, and I'm gonna give a couple of honorable mentions here. The F82 M4, I absolutely love. The G82 M4, I absolutely love. The F13 M6, I absolutely love, and the M1 Pro car, I absolutely love. All those cars are wonderful, but they just didn't make the cut for my 3 favorites. So, talking about my 3 favorites, let's get right into that. Coming in at the number 3 spot is going to the BMW E31 8 Series. This is the one with those pop-up headlights. Not a lot of people talk about these. I feel like they're pretty underrated, even though they're really expensive. But they're really cool cars. They were very quick when they came out too, close to 400 horsepower in the 90s. Really sick. High-end luxury, high-end sports. Everything about it was great. It was obviously an 8 Series, so it was was the top of the line that BMW had to offer at the time, so it was not cheap, and it still is not cheap, but it's, in my opinion, absolutely worth it. Pop-up headlights in general just go crazy. It doesn't even look like a BMW, which is kind of weird, but I love it. I love everything about it, dude. I love the E31 with all my itty-bitty hearts in the world, in the galaxy. It's absolutely sexy. Coming in at second place, which once again, all of these could be just switched around, to be honest. Even the honorable mentions could be at first place on some days, because they're just all just that great. But second place is the 3.0 CSL. This is a race car oriented, kind of like what the CLK GTR was. It was a homologation special type of deal, where they built them for races, but then they wanted to sell them on the street, so they sold a couple. And that's what they did with the 3.0 CSL. And I love it. There's so many videos of this thing like freaking ripping around and making insane lap times, especially for its time, which is really, really cool. It looks incredible. It's got that wonderful retro styling to it. I love the 3.0 CSL. It's sexy. But my favorite, my absolute favorite BMW in the world, and I don't think this is going to change because I just love them so much. I've seen them in person, and even in person, they're just so good. It's the BMW 6 Series E24. This is the shark nose BMW that, or whatever they call it. Shark nose, slant nose? No, not slant nose. Yeah, it's shark nose. Yeah, shark nose BMW. That's what they give it the nickname. I don't really call it the nickname. I just call it its chassis code. And it is just, mwah, chef's kiss perfect. I mean, obviously I would change stuff about it. I'd modify it because I like modifying my cars, but in terms of its styling, perfect car, unbelievably good. It's not even like a super fast BMW. It's not a groundbreaking BMW or anything like that. It's not anything that anybody like I would understand if other people are like, why does he like this car so much? Because I don't know. I just love it. I do. I don't have a reason. I just think it looks absolutely perfect. It's got the perfect classic retro styling. It's fast enough for me. It's old enough for me. And it's a BMW, and that just makes me happy. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. That's it. We've ranked all 5 freaking German car brands, my favorite. We're probably gonna do like obviously American cars next, maybe all-wheel drive cars. I don't know, we'll see what we do next, but we are gonna start doing my least favorites of these car brands, so we're definitely gonna, that should be interesting. But anyway, let me know if you guys enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more. Let me know what your favorite of every German car brand is in the comments. I don't usually do that, but I want to know today. What are your favorite German cars out there? Like, look at that. That's a 4 Series. I love them. I love the 4 Series. They're such good cars. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Let me know what else you'd like to see. Das Vidania, and have a nice night.